All right. So I'm going to pick an equation y is equal to 2/3 x minus 11/3. Let's say you want to plot this in the calculator. And people wonder why you may need to graph it. If you're really good in math, you actually don't have to. But this kind of helps you a lot to get to the answer quick. So how do you do it? On the top left here, there's y is equal to. So start with that one. So this is the calculator. This is y is equal to on this one. Then always if you have a fraction, use parentheses. It's going to help you a lot. Parentheses 2 divided by 3, and x is right here. Right? X is here. Again, you have to be in the parentheses 2 by 3. Then close the parentheses x minus, again, parentheses 11 over 3. Always put parentheses just to be on the safe side. Good? And on the extreme right, there is something called graph. Click on that one. And you should be able to get a straight line equation. So what are the advantages of knowing this? You actually can get to, so you got to graph something like this here. In this case, you got to graph, it looks something like this. You can actually predict, roughly at least, what are the x and y intercepts. So if you forgot how to manually do it, at least once you get to the equation and plotting it, you actually can get to the x-intercept and y-intercept very quick. And if anybody is having difficulty, please let me know. Okay.
Would you repeat the steps for the calculator again, please?
Sure. First step is to be here. Y is equal to. And you have to type like this. And x is right here. And once you type in the equation, then hit the graph here.
Thank you.
And this is one of the biggest change. We used to teach the graphing in maybe 7th or 8th class. We've changed it. We want to take care of it right away because I want you to be so good in graphing that any problem you want to do, you should have the manual method and the graphing method. And if you're not speaking, please make sure to mute, okay, online students. Okay, tell me.
I got this.
That's actually right. Your window is different. That's the thing. Your window is different. That's why it looked different. But you actually had this right answer. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
And if your graph doesn't look good, you have to play with window. And in window there is x minimum. These are the standards you want to maintain. X max, y minimum, and y. This is what I usually standardize my calculator. This sets the standards. And of course you can change it to make it look different. You guys good? And please stop me because I want to make sure you learn it once and really good once. Yes?
I tried messing around with the. I said.
There's no negative 10 here for x minimum. Oops. All good? So, one of the reasons you'll end up using your graphing function a lot is to find x-intercept and y-intercept. The next you'll be using is there are 4 arrows here like this. Do you see that? Those can help you to move the cursor to whatever point you want. So I want everybody to get me a rough idea for this problem. What is the x-intercept?
Looks around 4 or 5.
Hey Matt, you need to join my link back, okay? You need to join my link. Okay. Tell me the x-intercept, guys. At least rough idea.
5.5.
See, you don't have to do much. You just use a cursor. And more problems you do using calculator, more confident you are. And in the real test, you can be kind of laissez-faire about this. You got to be really quick. Boom, 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 boom. Because time goes so fast. You'll be amazed. So you have to be on top of things when you get to this. Sounds good? Now let's do next problem as a part of practice. Go back and clean this one, the y one, and now second one I want you to practice is y is equal to half x squared. Fraction should always be in parentheses. Play it safe. And x squared is this x squared. Square term.
Whenever I graph, it's telling me I have an invalid dimension.
I know how to fix this actually.
You do.
Oh, I know what you did in this case. The only thing you did is you actually forgot to put in the x, half x squared. But there was still the problem happening actually. There you go.
Thanks.
You guys got this? So it's a quadratic equation, it's a parabola, it's a U-shaped graph. Got it? So from today onwards, whenever we are doing any graph-based problems, I don't mind you guys doing manually, but I want you to do it graphically as well, because it's about time. Some of my students I'm working with are so good, they try to do everything on calculator in the real ACT because it's all about time. You're going to be learning matrix, for example. Matrix can be done significantly faster in a calculator, even if you don't know actually. Good? Yes?
Mine looks like that.
Okay. There is, oh, okay. I think your mode is different. And next thing is, you do 1 divided by 2, and you forgot x squared. Here you go.
Okay.
Your calculator is in a completely different mode. It's called polar coordinate mode.
Okay.
Okay, so you're getting all wrong.
Yeah.
So glad you asked.
Okay.
Again, there's no harm in asking. This is what happens. Otherwise, you're gonna carry your frustration next hour as well. You guys good with getting a feel of this? Okay. Go to page 14 of the math packet, and I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to read it. Next topic is polygons. Page 14 of the math packet. You may get 1, maybe 2 questions from polygons per ACT. So you have 5
What page
minutes
is
to...
it?
Sorry?
What page is it?
Page 14. To form a polygon, you need at least 3 sides, called a triangle. That's the minimum number of sides. It's 3. Four sides is quadrilateral, 5 is pentagon, 6 is hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon,
Decagon.
decagon, 11,
Undecagon.
undecagon, 12 is
Dodecagon.
dodecagon. So you need to know the names to 12 sides, especially 10 and 12 have in common. So you need to know the names. And there are 2 types of polygons, convex and concave. You are usually asked on a convex regular polygon. Usually they are not asked on concave. Very rarely have seen those. Next. They can ask 2 to 3 different types of problems on this. Okay? Let's get started. First question. Right on. I would like you to find the interior and the exterior angle of a heptagon. Interior and the exterior angle of a heptagon. What do you guys got for I?
$90/7.
Yeah, you can use that fraction mode, or in the ACT they will give it as 158.6, or sorry, 128.6 degrees. You guys got this? Make sure to unmute and answer here. You guys should participate, otherwise it gets boring for me as well, okay? I don't care, again, right or wrong answer, it doesn't matter. 128.6 degrees. What do you got for exterior? 51.4. Again, let's not worry about decimal places and stuff like that. Go ahead and add these two. Add
180.
180. You get 180?
Mhm.
Okay. So if you have a convex regular polygon, the sum of the interior and exterior always adds up to 180. Okay? So I'm going to draw a heptagon to get you a visualization of how it looks like. So this is my I here, this is my E here. So the I plus E is a straight line, you can see it's 180. So every polygon, if you have 7 sides, you'll have 7 interior and 7 exterior. 10-sided decagon, 10 interior, 10 exterior angles. Sounds good? So, but they always add up to, so if this is I, this is E, I plus E is 180. Good? So this can be one type of question in ACT, one type. Second type, they'll ask you, find the diagonals, okay? Here's an ACT question. Write down this, please. Find the total number of diagonals find the total number of diagonals in a 22-sided polygon. 22-sided polygon.
$209.
200,
9.
209. You guys got it? So the number of diagonals is equal to n times n minus 3 divided by 2. So 22 times 22 minus 3 divided by 2, 209. Look at the answer choices we had. 22, 44, 88, 208, 209. So even if you want to guess, it's going to be very hard. And if you don't know this formula, I can guarantee you will not get to this answer unless you're just super lucky. Make sense? You got to know these formulas, otherwise it's just not going to cut it that day. You can be as smart as you can imagine, but if you don't know the formula, you won't get this problem right. Make sense? Any questions? Online students, if you have any questions, please make sure to unmute and ask. Question number 3. Question number 3. This is an octagon. This is an octagon. This is a convex regular octagon. Your question is, and this is exactly how they wrote in the ACT. Find x. That's exactly how they wrote this. Try this. If you have an answer, unmute, tell me your name, and tell me your answer.
I'm Tanya speaking. Is it 90 degrees?
Okay? I won't tell right or wrong, but I want to hear from everybody. Anybody here?
Will, 45 degrees.
Okay? Yeah,
Josh, 45.
okay? Yeah,
Scott, I got 92.
okay?
Peyton, I got 45 degrees.
45, Jordan.
Sydney, 45.
Okay? I'm glad you're answering.
Catherine, 45.
Okay?
Jack, 45.
I'm glad you're answering.
Trey, 45.
Okay? Unfortunately, nobody's correct.
Okay, wait, this is gonna be brave, but my name's Sierra. Is it 225?
Yes, Sierra, you're right.
Awesome.
You're awesome, yes. Okay, my first question to people who got 45, 90. Does it look like 45 and 90?
No.
Good, thank you. So let's do this. Look at this. I'm going to take this line and I'm going to draw this dotted line here. I hope you can see this, right? So this line here, this entire line, this itself is 180 degrees. Am I right? So now you're left with this extra. What is this extra called? Exterior angle. So the exterior is 360 degrees divided by 8, which is 45. So x is 180 plus 45. Right? Look at the answer choices for this one. 45, 90, 135, 180, 225. If you knew it's more than 180, you didn't have to even do the problem. Circle the 225 right away. Process of elimination. Make sense? This is question number 44 in the real test. Yes?
Can you find the interior angle?
Absolutely. That was my next method. So you can actually find the interior angle here of this. So that's us, or second step, second method. I is 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8, which comes to 135 degrees. So if this is 135, this entire thing is a circle, which is 360. So x is 360 minus 135, which is 225 degrees. You can do that as well. Whatever you're comfortable with. One of the things with the ACT is you should know what the answer is not, just by looking at the problem. Because you will fall into the trap otherwise. And more problems you do, more you get experience in finding out, okay, you know what? I got this answer, I know it's wrong because it doesn't make sense to me. Questions? Anybody, students, online students, questions? Put a star mark to this. You need to repeat this 3 times at home. If you don't practice it, you do not expect to remember this in the real test. Students who knew this did it in 30 seconds. Students who didn't took almost 2.5 minutes, but still many got 45 as an answer. And some did get 135, but they didn't go to the next step. They didn't understand that the answer has to be more than 180. That's the key thing. So these are the 3 types you can get. Interior and exterior direct questions. Number of diagonals, direct questions. And next is a question that is an applied like this. You want to do well in ACT, these are the problems that will separate you. Make sense? All right. Next, we're going to be doing page 1, 2, 3 now. Go to pages 1, 2, 3. I'm going to directly go to the problems something you guys been doing forever, but you can use page 1, 2, 3 to go back and find the answers for it. Question number 4. Find the perimeter and the area of this trapezoid. Go. If it's a decimal answer, I just need 1 decimal place, okay? That's all I need. I need the perimeter and the area. Again, if you have an answer, unmute and tell me your name so that I know who has done it.
You want area and perimeter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I just
All right, good.
Peyton for area, I got 160, and for perimeter, I got 50.
My name's Scott, and for area I got 176, and for perimeter I got 132.